YouTube, what's up man? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Hope you're doing good. So for today I'm gonna make a beat. I just don't know what type of beat it's gonna be like for now, but y'all probably know because of the title. And yeah, I'm just thinking like something a bit more dark, a bit more Southside future vibe. So yeah, we're just gonna cook something up. Let's get straight to it. So I'm in FL Studio, as y'all can see, and for the BPM I'm gonna go for around the 135. So yeah, let's say 134. And yeah, for the first sound, as I said before, we're gonna go for a bit more dark vibe. That's what I'm feeling right now. So I'm just gonna pick Analog Lab and see if I can pick like a dark synth sounding sound and basically start the beat with that. So let's first pick a preset. Let's pick this preset. I like how it's a bit detuned, if that makes sense. So yeah, let's start with this. Pitch it up. Maybe delay it. Yeah. Maybe at the top note as well. Yeah, something like that. At a lower note. Adjust the velocity a little bit. Alright, so I've rendered out the sound. It gives us a little bit more freedom in the manipulating of the sound, right? So I'm gonna reverse it first. Right? It immediately sounds a little bit better when it's reversed. Maybe pitch it up. It sounds kinda detuned or like off key, but it makes it sound a little bit creepier. I'm gonna process it real quick. First start with an EQ. Really boost the presence right here. Some reverb. Gonna make it sound a bit more aggressive as well, so put on a compressor. And I've showed this in some previous videos as well, but what you want to do is boost the gain a little bit around the 60 range and turn off the velocity right here so that the compressor boosts or distorts the sound basically, but you turn down the velocity right here. You feel me? Like it just sounds a little bit more aggressive. Something like that. So I've made another version of the first string, made that one unique and pitched it up and undid the reverse thing we did with the first one. But I'm gonna just pick a small part of this sample and basically yeah, put that somewhere into this one to maybe give it a bit more ear candy, if that makes sense. But let's first pick that part. Something like that. Hold on. I've basically rendered out the same sample and reversed it again. But this sounds crazy. Alright, so we got two versions of the strings, one with the top note and one without. And the main thing you want to focus on with these dark beats is making a good main foundation like we did with the strings right now, right? Because that's going to be playing through the whole beat basically, and all the other stuff and instruments you're going to add is like just some little extra ear candy or like some sort of leads. But you need to have a good main foundation, and if you have that, you basically can't miss on these dark beats basically. So I'm thinking like some sort of key right here. So let's open Analog Lab again. Pick this Synth Key. Something like that. Interesting looking EQ, but it works. Maybe add some reverb. And some delay will work probably. Ping pong delay. Let's use that halftime, but mess with the mix. Something like that. So I think we need like some sort of lead right here and really manipulate it with shaper box. But yeah, first need to find a lead and make a good pattern, of course. So I'm gonna open up Analog Lab and yeah, search for a preset. Pick this one. Alright, it works. Need to process it though, but sounds crazy. But this part sounds crazy. I think we still need some low end, so let's add I think a synth bass, because normally I would go for like a grand piano, but because I use that all the time, I want to use something different for now. So let's open up Analog Lab again and search for a synth bass. Let's pick this one. Bend it to the left a bit. Alright, so I think there's only missing like some sort of vocal for in the background. So I'm gonna go on Splice and look for a vocal to see if it fits in the sample. We can make this one work. Pitch this one down, this one up. Reverb. Really drown them in. Add some reverb and delay on it as well. so some of y'all might have seen it already, but my drum kit will be called the Stargaze drum kit, and I will drop it somewhere next week probably. So keep an eye out for that on my Instagram if you don't want to miss out. And yeah, we're just gonna make a beat with my upcoming drum kit. So we're gonna start with the 808. I haven't done that in a minute. Let's see. Go for this distorted 808. Something like that. Just go unique. Let's go for this clap and this hit hi-hat. Something like that. Damn, bro. Alright, so I'm done with the arrangement. This might be the best beat I've made so far on this channel, at least in my opinion. But yeah, beat turned out crazy. It really gives that future and Southside vibe I wanted to go for. So yeah, I'm just gonna play all the full beat, so here it is. Crazy, bro, the bounce. Snare roll in the end. Leave out the bass right there. Come back in right there. Crazy. So that's it for today's video. I really want to thank you all for watching all the way till the end. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It would really mean a lot to me. And make sure to like this video and comment on what you want to see in my upcoming videos. And make sure to follow me on Instagram if you don't want to miss out on my upcoming drum kit, because as I said before, it will be out somewhere next week. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, really want to thank you all once again, and I hope I see you all in the next one. I'm out.